Now, I'm pretty sure no matter who you are or what kind of YouTube channel you have, I think everybody out there has had that daydream of having a video go viral and go out to millions of people and all the fun things that come along with that. Well, about 2 years ago, that very thing happened to us. And now that we're a couple of years down the line, I wanted to make this video to have a bit of an in-depth look at how many subscribers that video brought in, how much money that one video made over 2 years, and how that one singular video has changed this channel for the better. Hey everybody, my name is Ryan, and along with my wife Beth, we run the Loam Ranger YouTube channel, and as you could probably tell from the shiny thing behind me, our channel is based around our lives as mountain bikers as we travel the world and having some pretty awesome adventures. And along with that, we also do photo tips and tricks coming from our days as professional photographers. So back in July of 2017, I was at Whistler Mountain Bike Park in British Columbia, and I was at the top of a trail called Blue Velvet. And at the top, I turned my GoPro on, and then I rode to the bottom of it, and then I turned my GoPro off and uploaded it to YouTube. And a few days after publication, it blew up and has been our #1 video ever since. That's right, this video was not just a flash in the pan, it's been the viral gift that's kept on giving. Kinda like YouTube gonorrhea. What? All right, let's have a little peek under the hood, shall we? Okay, so since launch date, we have had 7,431,917 views. So just a few. A few days after it first launched, it really spiked. And we've had a few spikes since then, this one being the biggest, when in one day it had 54,000 views. Now, other viral videos out there, they might have 1 million+ views in a day. But this video's been kind of different. It's been really interesting to see how this video, it's kind of carried through with like really good numbers ever since it was launched and ever since it first went sort of viral. Even on the low periods throughout here, we're getting usually at least 5,000 views plus. And you know, you start to get other spikes in through here. This one's at 38,000. I mean, you can see it's like slowly growing as well, which is another interesting thing. But like 50,000 views there. So like I was saying before, this video, it wasn't just some one singular spike. This video is actually carried through really nicely ever since it was first launched. Watch time minutes is, basically 30,000 watch time minutes, which equals 56 years of human life. I don't know how I feel about that. And the United States coming in with a big old 24% of all those views, the UK, then India, then Brazil, and which is kind of interesting, like Canada's down here at 3.5%. I am Canadian, our channel's Canadian, it was filmed in Canada, but that number is, you know, pretty small compared to the United States. Yeah, so it's interesting, like if you look at some of these spikes on here, some of the biggest spikes we've had has been during winter time. Like the ones over here, I mean, that was in January of 2019, right? And like really great views throughout January, when you would think a mountain biking video, I mean, especially for like United States and things where, you know, that's winter time, you wouldn't think there'd be a ton of views for that then, but I just don't really think it matters. When people see the thumbnail, they'll just click it because it looks kind of interesting. And one thing I would love to mention that I really like about how this video took off is that it's not some like super clickbaity title or thumbnail. There's no like weird antics going on to try and get people to click. It's literally just a screen grab of me holding my handlebars going into the biggest wood feature on the track. And that's it. But that was enough to get people clicking in, which is really cool. And honestly, I think that's kind of an important thing for shareability, is actually giving people what you promised them. Like the thumbnail is a promise. And are you gonna keep that promise once they click through? If you don't, they're not gonna share it with anybody because they're gonna be like, oh, well, I just wasted 3 minutes of my life. But with this one, they're getting what they clicked for. Okay, so subscribers. Total on this video, the number of people that have clicked that subscribe button on the video watch page from this video was 48,227 people. That's a lot. That is a lot of subscribers gained from one singular video. And eventually about 1,556 of those people eventually unsubscribed from the channel, which I would say, considering from what I've seen from the comment section, a ton of the people that clicking in and subscribe to this, they're not necessarily mountain bikers. And that's, for the most part, other than our camera tutorials, that's pretty much what we do, is like adventure mountain bike videos and tutorials. So to have that many people actually stay on with the channel, that's pretty awesome to see. And I'm actually kind of surprised by that. So yeah, a fair number of subscribers. Now at this moment when I'm publishing this video, our channel has about 144,000 subscribers. So without this one video, we'd be somewhere around 100,000 subscribers. Hey, and by the way, YouTube, I still haven't gotten my sweet little plaque. Where's my plaque? Now let's get into revenue. Here's the revenue for this video. Total for the last 2 years has been just about 14,000 Canadian dollars. And that's for what was it, like 7.4 something million views? Maybe not as much as you would expect, hey? And it ranges, like, you know, from one day we made $110 and on a different day it was, you know, $10 for the day kind of thing. This one video is bringing in roughly $1,000 a month, just as it's sort of cruising along. There's not as many big massive spikes with it anymore, but still it's just a really nicely performing video. It sure would be nice to have like 10 plus videos like that just humming along every single month. Let me tell you, working on it. So yeah, that's 2 years worth of a really nicely performing video. Some might say a bit of a viral video. I would say with 2 years, 7 some million views, I think it qualifies. Have any of you had a video that's performed like this? I'd love to like compare numbers, because that's the other thing when it comes to YouTube and ad revenue and all those sorts of things. It really varies video to video, and depending what type of content it is and what time of year it's being viewed, all that kind of stuff can change so much. So I'd love to hear other people's perspectives on their own videos that have, you know, had those big spikes. The other thing that I'd love to cover in a future video is how we actually leverage this video to get a ton of views on some other videos that we put out, and really paying attention to the comment section and learning what people want to hear about most. What are their questions? Because again, this mountain biking video went out to mostly non-mountain bikers. And so they had all these different questions like, well, what about this? And how do you do this? And so we used that and created specific videos that we can plug into this one viral video, and it worked. We got, you know, a couple more million views on these other videos. So I think I'd like to talk about that in a future video. So make sure you like and subscribe, and we will hopefully see you on next week's video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.